What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. What you're seeing here is some gameplay of me using the Lübeck battery that you'll find on the Zeebrugge raid for the second half of the Turning Tides that's coming out here on Tuesday, January 30th. So that's definitely pretty exciting. And what was really crazy is this specific game right here, I actually was able to get 17 kills just using this gun. So normally, being a player who mainly sticks to the classes and elite classes or like vehicles of some sort, to use a stationary weapon and to see that much success with it, I thought I would give it a little bit more attention and just kind of go into depth of what I was doing with it. Now, what was even crazier than the 17 kills was the fact that I only was able to really use this weapon for about 6 minutes worth of time in the game, as I came to it a little bit later after the very start of the game, and then I think a little bit over midway point of the game, the gun actually got disabled, and the moment it got re-abled for me to use it, it ended up being kind of bugged and it wasn't shooting straight anymore. So I was really only able to use the gun for about 6 minutes. So to accumulate that much damage in that amount of time definitely caught my attention. Now, I do want to talk about the different variables that I was taking in account when using this gun, as I think that's going to really increase the amount of impact for using this weapon. So one thing is the positioning of this gun, where it's at actually. So there's a lot of them on the actual Mo itself. There's actually another one on the other side of A flag where you see me at right now. But the specific one I like using is the one right here by A flag, by the trenches, where you can see clearly over there where B and C flag is at. So having that position that I have right here allows me to have this clear location to look at B and C flag and really lay down heavy fire against enemy players. So I had played with it a little bit and made mention of this before when I did my CTE video on the Zeebrugge raid, but I went into really more depth here and wanted to just completely focus on the gun completely on this game as much as I could. And if your teammates are capping D and E and you're able to swing around, maybe cap A really quick and jump on this gun, you can really end up sandwiching the enemy team, as your team will be pushing down probably between D and C, and you'll be laying fire all the way behind them. So again, definitely insane when you really tie in the power of this gun next to having a good position of the gun, as again, there's other locations on the map that you can have some good positioning on laying down maybe fire on enemy boats, but you really don't have really great position firing on infantry players. Now, when it came to me firing on C and B flag, I found it a little bit interesting, as C flag I seem to have a little bit more success on that flag, as it was a little bit more open than B flag. However, it is a little bit further away, so that's a little bit of the nice part about B flag, is even though it's a little bit more cover, it is a bit closer, but not by that much. So again, something I felt a little bit more success on C flag, as I had a little bit more of an open field on that, and I could maybe catch some players who were maybe boarding some of the attack boats at that time. Now, another variable I want to take in consideration when using this gun is the actual side of the team that you're on. Now, for this specific game, I was on the attacking side, and because of this, my home team spawn for our boats and our destroyers was on the other side of the mole from the position of this gun. So if you're on the defending side and you get onto this gun, even though you'll be able to attack enemy players who cap maybe B and C, you won't really be able to maximize it as much as the attacking side using this gun, as the enemy team's home spawn is right there to the front of me towards my right. So I would easily be able to pick off destroyers that spawn on the map from this location, and usually, at least the first time, you're definitely going to catch them on guard because they won't be expecting it. But you do want to respect your enemy players, as you know, after a couple times of you killing them, they're definitely going to adjust. They're going to see you on their death screen and they're going to go hunt you down. So you definitely want to keep that in mind, because even in this game that did happen. But another thing that I want to add on top of this gun and the location that it's at is that right behind you, you actually have the spawn for the tank hunter class. So you can easily jump off of this big gun, go grab the tank hunter, and be really well equipped for when those enemy players want to make a push towards to you. So this overall, the combination of the location of the gun itself, and being on the attacking team all together can really, I think, maximize this whole weapon, location, and everything all together, and you can do some serious damage. Do try to keep in mind all those variables, as the more you take away from this, the less likely you're going to see a lot of success using this gun. Still not to say that this gun isn't very powerful, but if you really want to maximize the effectiveness, you do want to keep all those things I've made mention in mind. But I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Do you see yourself using this gun more on this map, or do you still see yourself just mainly using these weapons at specific times in the game where you want to maybe take out a destroyer or maybe weaken a behemoth a little bit? But feel free to let me know down in the comments below. But that's it for you guys today. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later. Peace.